And it's Freak missing.
Guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster deep they got.
And it's Bradley off the drive.
First glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular.
No good. Jefferson with some nice D. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Freak. And another 3 for Golden State.
Most in
for us right now, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting. We can take them out of their sets and
that wasn't my
slow
fault.
them
My
down
teammate
at
passed
that
it
end.
to me.
Guys, they'll have
overall, defensively from this team, given they're facing such terrific shooters to
provide help defensively literally every moment you're on the floor.
Exactly. When it's a team that shoots it as well as they do, guys, I mean, one-on-one defense isn't enough. Everybody has to be tied together, rotating, helping, and very
They leave
much
me
aware of
right
where the ball
open,
is.
so I just
He's
keep
finding
popping
all
the
kinds of ways to
threes,
get it done.
Dylan.
What a quarter he's had.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And the foul called on Freak. Freak. No good. And an overpower. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Freak in at point guard. Alexander is out there with Jefferson, and it's Stevenson
That's
in at
my
the
fault. I
center.
had the chance
Here's
to get the
Jordan.
rebound.
And at last, they get one to fall. Jordan's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Suns. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Stevenson. Freak's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors. Here's Stone. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland. Puts up a 3, and that drops in from beyond the arc.
Let's
Three-pointer
get it.
from Freak. Freak's got 16.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And another 3 for Golden State.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Suns. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Greg, a team that on paper they expect to beat, great teams take care of business against the bottom feeders. We'll see if they can handle that end of the bargain here tonight.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You never want to point to
And it's the Warriors' ball. They've scored 10 straight.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Bradley kicks to Edwards, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz did some really solid work on the floor. He dropped in 17 points, and it seemed every trip down he would end up at the line. A lot of free throws for him. Not a lot of mistakes made by him in what was an excellent showing of his skill.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And Phoenix making a change here. Irving's checked in. Jefferson's checked in for the Warriors. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Irving's checked in for Phoenix. And Golden State also making a change. Humphries checked in. Here's Irving. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
Booker the pass to Edwards. They double in with Freak. It's tipped. Here's Bradley. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Get that stuff out of here.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half.
Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game. Of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like
Guess
that.
who's the Sunset
just
coach,
as soon as
Jay?
that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
So as we conclude the first half, so far,
Blake
fairly
Griffin. Blake Griffin's the Suns head coach. Suns. Yeah.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker out there with Bradley. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Irving. And it's Red in at the power forward position. Now here's Freak, guarded by Bradley. And it's Freak missing. Suns trail by 21. Bradley with the ball. Out defended by Freak. There's the pick. And it's Bradley off the drive. No luck. Jefferson with some nice D. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Pass to Woodson. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Wilcox kicks to Freak. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Warriors. Outside Bradley. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Warriors call a timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The Warriors, 4th.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
And the Warriors making a change here. Stevenson's checked in.
Move the ball and stick it to much.
They double him with Jordan. The 10-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Stevenson's got his second basket of the night. Here's Stone. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Stevenson. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one misses. Warriors leading by 22. And it's sent back by Irving. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Tipped away. There's the feed to Stone. Tries it from 9. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Dishes it to Thompson. To the paint. They double him with Jordan. That's good. 34 points for Freak.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Barker, the pass to Stone. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Phoenix. Right there in 5th position. Middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, there's the Warriors. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And I think for the Suns, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
You know, I agree with you. I mean, their game and their style is already fully developed. They look rock solid to me.
Didn't mean to turn over the ball.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And he converts the layup. Stone's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're doing work here in the
And
second
by the way,
half.
this
3 or
is
4 to start.
The steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And
Between those teams.
now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it to Jefferson. Pass to Freak. Banked in off the glass.
Beat it,
Freak's
mate.
got 36.
Phoenix timeout. And now, your Suns dancers.
The Suns making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They double him with Freak. Feeds it to Jordan. Shoots from 14. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night. So it's the Warriors now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Stevenson dishes to Freak. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
But the margin of error is history.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Thompson, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been an attack mode.
That I did not know.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Freak. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
On the wing, Irving from downtown, and that one's good. Irving's got 5 now.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And that one's good. Freak.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Stone. He's got 9.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Suns have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Both teams deciding to change it up. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Lays it up and banks it in. Stone's got 13 points now in the quarter.
If anyone
raised
wants
their
to
field
play
goal
with me
percentage
on
just
call
above
for
50%
anything
here.
in my game of
They
tag,
actually look like a totally
gbasketballman54's.
different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
The dish now to Bradley.
I'll be bringing some clock games
Banked in off the glass.
soon.
Bradley's got 10 points.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
6 seconds left in the third. Here's Freak. And the release was before the buzzer.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors leading by 12. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Freak, he's in at the point. Wilcox is out there with Alexander. And it's Woodson in at the 4. And the first one at the line is good.
Alexander at the line for 2.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Bradley kicks to Booker. Back to Bradley. Booker in the corner. And yep, couple bounces and it falls.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
But 3. And it's Freak missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Edwards with the screen. Lock at 6. Bradley passes to Red. The Suns need to get a shot off. Bradley drives in. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Warriors ball.
Irving's checked in for Irving.
And if you've seen on
And
that
Golden
bench,
State
starts
also
like
making a change.
Griffin.
Humphries checked in. To the wing on the left. McCoy passes to Freak. He kicks it to Wilcox. Shot clock at 5. Here's Freak. That's short off the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Jordan, he's checked in for Edwards. The Warriors also with a sub.
They can't guard us on the perimeter, but spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Red dishes to Bradley. And on the way from Irving for three. That's good.
Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching it, and everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
And it's Freak missing.
That's the kind of
if you guys have any jump shots that you'd like me to use, leave that in the...
Outside Irving. Tipped away. And stolen by Freak. Humphries kicks to Freak. Here's the three. Good.
You already know.
Freak's got 14 points now in the second half.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
He just picked up his fourth personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 6 points for Jordan.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Freak passes to Stevenson. Stevenson setting the pick for Thompson. And Stevenson kicks to Freak. And stolen by Jordan. Now here's Bradley. And the foul called on Freak. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Here's Bradley. No good off the back of the rim. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Freak. From outside, off the mark.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And stolen by Freak. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Thompson with the bucket.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Here's Freak. Off target from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Bradley. Defense right on him. Here's Red. The Warriors pull it in.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus.
Golden State also making a change. Wilcox is checked in for Thompson. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Bradley kicks to Irving. And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
And Phoenix has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
you know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Wilcox kicks to Freak. Second shot opportunity. Here's McCoy. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 11. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And stolen by Freak.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Warriors.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Irving double team. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his third personal foul.
Free throw good. Freak.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak.
District.
So we see
Shout
the
out
Warriors
to
taking the
Stacks
game
Montana
here.
and Playboy
A solid
Fredo.
win on the
You guys are
road
my
for
favorite
them. This
YouTubers.
building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you